What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Champion Cycle. On this episode, we are going to be installing lowers on a lowrider ST. In this case, it's a Fast Johnny, but they're all the same. So you'll see we already have the lowers installed, and if any of you wanted to install the lower kit, you'll know you had to remove your crash bar because they will not fit with the lowers. What we're going to do today is we are going to take these happen to be OG Moto bars. We are going to take these bars. We've mounted our lowers. As you can see, they're perfectly mounted. Everything's as it should be. We are going to cut and modify these crash bars to fit around the lowers. We're going to show you how we do it. We're going to do it and give you an idea on what you can do to keep the lowers that everybody likes the look of, but still maintain your crash bars, which everybody likes the look of. And for some guys, they double as highway pegs and some safety for your conscience, right? So stick around. We're going to fabricate a little kind of jog around to make these bars work. We'll show you exactly where we cut it, just so you have an idea at home if you do want to do this on your bike, how you can just cut it and weld around it. So stick around, grab some popcorn, and watch the magic happen. And I'll pop back in and we'll go over some stuff. You're going to watch our master fabricator, Brandon from Twisted Fabricator and Art, get this all sorted out for us, and we'll get it all done. Alright guys, so there you have it. As you guys saw from our quick time lapse there, I know it was a bit messy, but we're a fully functioning shop, so obviously we get busy. Master Fabricator Brandon, aka Brando, has fabricated the little jump around we said we were going to do. So as you guys can see, we've only spot welded it still. We still got to weld the whole thing, but we're going to do these gussets. We're kind of using these little pointed gussets just to give it a little kind of cooler shape as per the customer's request. We're going to go ahead and TIG weld this. We're going to cut the corners off, clean it up a little nice. We're adding some gussets in different places. We're going to do the same on both sides. So as you guys can see, that's the jump around needed to clear the fairing. And then we're adding the gussets to give it some strength. This will all be welded solid. And then the only other little thing we're going to put in is we have these little laser cut prefab gussets we're going to utilize. So we're going to wind up, depending on what the customer settles on, we're going to wind up notching it out. We'll wind up putting one in there somewhere, kind of give it a different look. The customer's going to decide. We'll notch that out and get that sitting up in there nice, but we'll see. But yeah, hang tight guys. We're going to go ahead and get this all welded up. We're going to get these square edges all cleaned off. We'll get it all nice and TIG. Then we're going to go ahead and get this powder coated, reassembled, and then back on the bike, and I'll let you know exactly how many inches we jumped up and over, so you know, and we'll go from there. Stick around. All right, guys, so here you have it. We've made our bar. As you guys can see here, we have TIG welded it up. We made our jump over bracket matching the kind of look of the original OG. This is where we cut it. We added this little shaped gusset. The customer liked the way it looked, a little more pointy. Yeah, rounded it nice, as you guys can see. So we have extra gussets here. We have the extra gusset here. This is all solid. There's lots of bracing. So the total jump around, just so you guys know, center to center, we've jumped 2.5 inches. So you can buy the lower fairing kit and you can fit your crash bar still. You just have to modify it like we just did, and you have to jump 2 inches out. 2 inches out gets you around the fairing. So we cut this on the inside of the fairings. We've jumped up 2 inches, right? To be exact, 2 and I believe it was a half. Yep, 2.5 inches. We've jumped up, and then we just continued back over. That's it, easy. And it gives you all the clearance you need. The total length of our plate is 3 inches and 3/4. So 3 inches and 3/4 is the length of our plate. And then we ended up jumping a total of 2.5 because obviously we didn't position it at the end. We positioned it in the middle. But that's basically it, guys. We're going to go ahead and get this bad boy powder coated up black. And then we'll get it put on the bike, and we'll show you how it looks once it's all assembled. All right, guys, so here you go. We have our bar fabricated, modified, and mounted. I'm going to do extra parentheses for the hater that commented last time that I sound like I have an attitude because I do this, so that's for you, buddy. But there's our bar all mounted. As you guys can see, I'll show you the measurement right here. Literally 16 3/4, we'll call it. So if you cut your bar 16 inches and 3/4 after your new plates are put on. So that's our total, including our new plates, side to side. As you guys can see here, just so you know. Outside to outside, you guys can see it. That's your spec. If you want to go inside to inside, you're literally 16 inches basically. You guys can see it. Right? So pretty straightforward, as you guys can see by the look on the bike. It looks good. Now you got your crash bars back on, even though you're not supposed to be able to fit them with the sides mounted. We added extra bracing. We recommend you do the same. As you guys can see here, bring the camera around here for the folks at home. As you guys can see, clearance, everything clears just right. Underneath's mounted, everything's right. Nice tight clearance. That's pretty much it. So there you have it, guys. That's the bar all mounted. Pretty easy modification if you want to keep your lowers and have your highway bar. Don't mind the ugly look of the ends. We're about to do some crazy different color situation here, but we did get our bar powder coated white. Stick around, and don't forget, guys, like, follow, subscribe, comment, even if it's hate, just like Buddy with the parentheses. Hate, just comment. We don't mind. And we'll see you on the next one.